Is this thing on? Hello, everybody. How's it going? It is Mr. Simmerman here, and today I have a little slideshow for you talking about routines, starting the year off strong with Mr. Simmerman. That's me. Before we get started, I just want to say thank you to everyone that reached out, that replied to my first video where we get to know each other. It was awesome to hear about everybody's summer, hear about the things that gets you guys active. I got a lot of great replies about going in the pool, riding bikes and scooters, the beach, hiking, and all these other things that were so much fun to hear about. And I really appreciate it. Let's see if this week we can get a few more, even more replies than we had last time. I'm looking for that 100%. I know it's going to be difficult, but let's try our best. So, hey, buddy, how's it going up there? That's Mr. Zimmerman in Bitmoji form. You will be seeing him throughout the slideshow. Let's move on. So, why do we need a good routine? Got a couple points here. Well, it helps us remember important things. Important things like what, Mr. Zimmerman? Well, important dates, important places that we need to be, places that we have to go to at a certain time. It helps us remember important times, like if our favorite show is coming on, or if we have a intramural baseball game going on, or softball, or soccer. Routines are super helpful to keep us organized in that way so we don't miss out on certain things. It helps us have a more organized lifestyle. That kind of attaches to what I was just talking about. But with a routine, you can really lay out your entire day, see the things that you have to do, the things that you have to accomplish. Maybe you have to move certain things that you have to do throughout the day. But overall, it will help us be more organized and better people at living, right? That's what we all want to do. We want to have really strong, um, really strong schedules so that we can stay balanced, so that we can stay clear minded. And moving on to our third point, so we can stay on track. We want to make sure that everything in our life is relatively planned. We don't want to be the people that are planning every single second of our lives, but you will be much more clear minded if you can kind of schedule out your days, your weeks, your months, things to remember, things that you have to do, places you have to go. Really good, really good aspect of a routine. Goal setting. Goal setting is big for me because routines really help us stay on our goals. If I have a goal where I want to turn in all of my homework this month and I don't want to miss any of my seesaw posts, then a routine will help you. You can schedule time throughout your day where you will look through all of your seesaw posts, all of the things that you have to do, all of your homework, and you can schedule that out in your day so that you can achieve that goal. And then after a little while, you won't even really need to, write that stuff down or take notes on your routine. It'll just be part of your life. And of course, finally, it feels good. A routine, when you go through it a couple times, it may be difficult at first, but it feels so good when you can look back at your day and think about all the things that you were able to accomplish. So, moving on. That's a mic drop, people. I'm dropping knowledge. All right, a morning routine. A morning routine is so crucial because it's how you start your day. You want to get off to the right start. So, a morning routine will help us get set and ready for the day ahead. Of course, we do so much before we leave for school. Think about the things that are going on in your house before you leave for school. It is probably crazy. I remember being your age, sitting down at the breakfast table, watching TV. My brothers and sisters were running around. I had the dogs that needed to go out, the dogs that needed to be fed. I had my parents getting ready for work, but they also had to dress me. And sometimes I would have to figure out what I was going to wear myself. And I had to brush my teeth, and maybe I had to shower. And there's so many things that we have to do in such a little amount of time. So, if you start a morning routine, something that you can go through, check off point by point, I'm going to do this at this time, then I'm going to go and do this and this and this, and then maybe I'll have a little bit extra time to do what I want to do in the morning. That's where a morning routine is so key. It's so crucial for you to have. And maybe you guys already do it in your personal lives and you don't even realize it yet. But if you don't, if you kind of feel rushed in the morning, If you feel like there's not enough time to do all the things that you want to do, maybe it's time to look into setting up your own morning routine. Moving on, I think we talked about it the other point. My morning routine. Well, let me give you an example of the things that I do every single morning. Now, this is things that uh, sometimes change. The times have changed for me over the past year, but it is generally always the same. So I wake up at 5:45 in the morning. Is anyone else up that early? Is anyone else up earlier than that? Kudos to you, because that is very early for me. I'm not used to that. Hop in the shower at 6 a.m. I get dressed for the day at that time as well. I also brush my teeth. I didn't put that in there, but that is my favorite part of the morning routine. Helps you feel really clean, feel good. All right, 6:20, it's time to pack my lunch. Now, your parents may pack your lunch for you, and that's awesome. Take advantage of that. I have to do it all by myself, but still, it is something that I have to always remember to do in the mornings, because then noon comes around and I'm hungry. And if I didn't pack my lunch, which happened to me a couple times last year, I wasn't eating until I got home. So 6:30, I look at my planner. This is brand new to me. I just bought a planner that I write my whole life in. Any thought that comes into my mind, any goal, anything that I can do better, or things that I'm doing well at, I check my planner out, and I have my whole day scheduled in there. I have the week, the month, everything that I do. And maybe you guys have a planner of your own. Maybe you guys have a whiteboard or something in your room that you write down important things like a soccer game or something on TV that you can't miss. That's where a planner really helps out. 6:35, it's time for news, social media, and my Packers podcast. That's right. My morning is so perfectly routine after years and years of replicating this stuff that I can squeeze in a little bit of time to do whatever I want. And that's the beauty of a morning routine. I don't feel rushed anymore. I get up with enough time to where I can do whatever I want with that little half hour. And then, of course, it's 7 a.m. I'm off to see you guys. There I am in the corner with my 3 lives still. I'm feeling good because my morning routine is wonderful. Okay, a midday routine. Now is the time to learn. That's right. So, you guys are probably in school at this time, whether it be early in the morning or you're starting at, what is it, noon? You guys are in school or you guys are doing stuff at home, but you're also in school at that time. So, this is a great time to kind of focus on what you're doing. What are you being asked to do by your teachers, by your parents? This is a great time to just focus on those things. If your morning was smooth and if your evening is planned out and you know everything that is expected of you throughout the day, then this is your time to focus. This is your time to do one thing at a time. Maybe it's a Kahoot math lesson. Maybe it's art with Miss Moran. I don't know what it could be, but this is your chance to focus on the things that are most important throughout your day. I like to write things down that come across my mind. That's where my little lesson planner comes in handy. But maybe you guys like to do sticky notes, colorful sticky notes, all over your desk or all over your room of things that come across your mind. This is great for me because sometimes we just have some thoughts that come in one ear and out the other, and we don't ever revisit them until we have to. But this is where writing things down comes in handy. Like, I'll see something on my phone that says, this game is going to happen at this time, and I really can't miss it. I want to see it, but I'll forget if I don't write it down. Last but not least, we have to take brain breaks. Don't take the midday too seriously. Like I said, one thing at a time, and when you finish that one thing, relax a little, reward yourself. All right? Look at Mr. Zimmerman swinging on that beautiful chandelier. But he's organized. Okay, the after school routine. Is it time to relax? Not so fast. Get it done. You know there's still plenty of things that you have planned today. That's right, our day doesn't just end at 3 o'clock. There's plenty of things that we have to do after school. Like maybe it's go with mom and dad to pick up your brothers and sisters, or you have some homework to do online, or you have you're meeting up with a friend. I don't know. It could be anything, but we know our day doesn't end at 3 o'clock when school ends, and there's still plenty of stuff to get done. Do not procrastinate. Procrastinating means that you have an assignment due next week on Monday, and today is what is today? Today is Wednesday. So what does that mean? Oh, well, I that means I don't have to do that project until Sunday night at 7 o'clock at night. No, no, no. Do not procrastinate, because that is where you start to feel stressed. That is where you start to worry and you panic. And when you're feeling all those emotions, the best work does not come out of you. If you schedule your day to get the things that you have to get done, then you will have so much more free time, you'll feel relaxed, and your day will run more smooth. Also, the middle of the day is a weird time where we start to feel a little tired, like maybe we need a nap. And if you have your day scheduled and you don't have anything to do from 3 to 4, then take that nap and enjoy it. But if you need to wake up, try and do some exercise. You know that the PE teachers will always have some great workouts for you guys to do online, so check them out. You guys can always do some exercise to wake up, feel invigorated, feel great about the rest of your day, finish the day strong. And there's Mr. Zimmerman taking a nap, doing the exact thing that he said not to do. Don't be like me there. All right. The nighttime routine. Look at Mr. Zimmerman. He's melting because a schedule can be difficult at first. But take your time. Think about the day at nighttime routine. Think about all the things that you've done. Think about if there's anything that you left behind. Think about the things that maybe you didn't do so well at. Did you forget to um, talk to your mom about how your day went? Did you forget to turn in an assignment? This is a great time to review your day. How did you do? Assess yourself, grade yourself. Today gets a B plus because I did this, 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 and this, but I forgot to do this, and tomorrow I will do it. Also, did you learn anything about yourself? Maybe right after school at 3:10 is not the best time to do homework because you're tired and you don't really want to do it. So maybe you move that part back in your schedule to another time, and that way you can get the most out of your day. So did you learn anything about your schedule? Are you tired come the nighttime routine? Well, get to sleep. Sleep is so important, and I actually schedule my sleep. There's times where I go to bed, and I'm sure that happens with you guys too. You guys have a bedtime, and it never goes away. I am 24 years old, and I still have a bedtime. I get to sleep, and I wake up feeling good. And finally, guys, a good schedule takes time. So take your time with it. You don't have to pick yourself apart. You don't have to schedule every second of your day. Start slow. Maybe you only start with the morning routine and you figure it out from there. But take your time because it is challenging. Moving on, you can do it. We are rounding out the slides here. Practice makes perfect. Look at Mr. Zimmerman. Did you think he could lift that weight right there, that first try? No, he had to practice and start slow. And that's exactly what I was talking about on the last slide. Take your time with a routine. Maybe you only schedule what you do after school. Well, I have a baseball game at 4 o'clock. That means I have to do my homework from 3 to 4. And then I can go home, get some really good dinner in my body. And then that gives me a little bit of time to watch some TV at the end of the day. And that sounds like an excellent nighttime schedule. Note taking works for me, but maybe not for you. Like I said, I like to write all my stuff down. Maybe you guys have an iPad or a Chromebook that you like to put all of your notes in, and when you open that Chromebook up, there's your whole schedule. It's laid out right there in front of you. So I like to write it down. I wouldn't be able to use an iPad or a phone or anything like that, but maybe that would work great for you. So try different things. Whatever works best for you is what you need to do. Schedule in fun. I mentioned this throughout the entire slides, that if you have the time, if you have free time, if you need to take a brain break, then you do it. Don't stick to the schedule if it is making you unhappy. Make sure that you schedule in some fun time, some outdoor time, some exercise, some relaxation, a nap, anything like that. Make sure you leave space for fun. I think I said this enough. Don't take routines too seriously. But finally, ask for help. Ask for help. Maybe you need some help from a teacher or myself or your parents or an older sibling. But they can help you schedule your day if you don't know what needs to be done at a certain time. Ask for help, and I'm sure you will find it. All right, guys. So that's it. Let's talk about what you have to do now. You guys, I want you to pick one of these questions to respond to and comment it in the Seesaw or wherever you can reach me. Maybe it's via email. What does your morning look like? Okay, you guys saw my morning. What does your morning look like? You could answer that one, or you could answer this one. What's one part of your day that you can never forget to do? Mine is brushing my teeth. I love brushing my teeth, and it's something that I always do. It's always scheduled in my day. I don't even have to think about it. What's one thing that you always have to do during your day? Or you could answer this last question. What's one way you'll try to use a routine in your day? Do you already have a routine? Tell me about it. Are you going to implement a routine into your day? Well, let me hear about it. What are the questions you have? All right. Those are the 3 questions. Just pick one and answer it. Doesn't have to be long. Doesn't have to be a video. You can answer it any way that you want. All right. Look at Mr. Simmerman in watermelon form. And that's it. Here's all the emojis that didn't make the cut. That's me going crazy. Okay. I'm glad you guys stuck around for the end of the video. Best of luck in your routines. I will see you guys.